Welcome to another episode of the Get There podcast. I am super excited for today's guest. If you have not heard of Fitness Society, where have you been? Even I have, and I don't even work out. But I have one of the owners, Connor Wigren. Fitness Society. They actually have two locations here in Melbourne, kind of one in North Melbourne, one in South Melbourne. It's funny because I drive past them every day because your North Melbourne location is right by my house.
Okay.
And then your Babcock location is right by my office.
Yeah, right down the street here.
Yeah, I know. So every day I pass both of them.
Awesome.
So it's super awesome. So we are having Connor on to tell his story about starting Fitness Society. Honestly, I feel like in a time where most people would tell you were crazy because it was in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, during COVID.
Where everybody's staying in. So I really just want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about how Fitness Society came about from literally idea to inception.
I'm Connor Wigren. I started Fitness Society with my wife, Kaylee, 4 years ago now. Started it at right around 24, 25 years old. And
Impressive.
Now I'm 29. We have two locations and a training studio. So we have our Babcock location right off 192 in Babcock. Our Wickham location is at 4865 North Wickham Road, right across the street from Crunch Fitness.
Yeah.
And then our training studio is at the Babcock location as well. Okay. That's one of our big goals this year is taking that the studio to the next level and get more into like a private gym setting.
Yeah,
rather
I love
than
that.
just one-on-one training.
I saw the videos. It looks great.
Yeah, it's small now, but it's good for what it is for.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like to go to gyms is because I don't like no offense being a woman, I don't want to be around men, and it just is uncomfortable for me. So the fact that you have like a private studio where people can get one-on-one training, right? That's
so
next
you'll
level
like
for
the Phase 2 studio.
Yeah.
It's going to be a gym, but it's going to be super exclusive.
Yeah.
It'll be marketed only inside of Fitness Society. There won't be like walk-ins. Like
Nice.
the only way into the gym is through Fitness Society.
Okay.
So unless you're already a shopper with us, and I mean like a top shopper,
Yeah, you're not.
you will
getting
not have
in.
access to the gym.
I like that.
And it'll be super exclusive. All marketing will be done through Fitness Society. There will be no external marketing.
Okay, so I need to start shopping at Fitness Society for all my supplements.
Yeah, but it'll be like, I'm talking like maybe 100, 200 memberships only. And
Okay.
you figure over 7 days, you're not going to see anyone in there.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it will be just personal training.
Yeah, awesome.
So it'll be super exclusive.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Something different. Okay.
So yeah, back to starting post-COVID or during COVID, we had a much different COVID than most people did. Our background is in nuclear energy. We're decon technicians, so nuclear plants cannot stop operating.
Yeah.
Like, they were one of the industries that was like, sorry, you got to show up to work.
You were essential. You were an essential worker.
Which was crazy because there were certain plants that were getting like plagued. Like the whole plant was like
Sick.
unstaffed, and they were asking for people to go. Like, I think it was like Palo Verde. I think
Yeah.
it was one of the plants, and their whole staff got like wiped out, and they were like requesting people and offering bonuses to go there.
Yeah. That's pretty scary of a nuclear power plant being unstaffed because of
Yeah. Well, it was like the joke of it was like the nuclear radiation's killing COVID. Like,
Yeah.
you're safe to come to work.
Yeah, that is funny.
But we worked pretty much straight through COVID, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in Ohio multiple times, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Alabama. So we were moving where everyone else was kind of like sitting in place waiting. So right out of COVID, we had kind of accrued some money, and we were very sick of working in power plants because it's very long. It's 7 days a week, usually.
Yeah.
It's 6 days a week, but once
Yeah.
you get there, they're like, hey,
Work
you're
every
going to be
day.
here 7. 12-hour shifts. I mean, I think my record 1 week is like 86 and a half hours for 1 week of work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty much just living at the plant.
Yeah.
You
And I
feel
know
like-
they pay you well, but it's still,
Yeah.
there's sometimes no amount of money worth
No.
the work you're having to put out.
I always say, if you want to discover that money does not buy happiness,
Yeah.
work a lot like that. You're still making the same amount of money, but you do not care. You want to go home.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm done with this. I want to be in my own bed, at my own place. Like,
Yeah.
because the first few weeks, everyone's hyped up to get those big, you're getting big paychecks because you're working so much.
Yep.
But by the end of the outage, you're like, I don't care. You can keep your money. I want to leave.
Exactly.
I want to go home.
I need 3 months off now to
Yeah.
recover.
So that's kind of where the idea of Fitness Society came from. We had been working all these hours, plant to plant, living out of hotels, missing out on family stuff, missing out on friends. You literally, like, you don't exist. Like,
Yeah.
you're off in some land. Everyone's like, where did you, like, my first few jobs when I came back, people were like, I thought you moved away. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't move away. I've been gone for 3 months.
I've just been working.
Yeah. So yeah, there was no quality of life to it.
Yeah.
So back further, my dad got us into natural bodybuilding as kids. So I was around supplements, around bodybuilding, around fitness, super young. We have baby videos of us working out.
Yeah. I love that because you said your mom played softball. So
Yeah.
it's just always been, fitness has always been like a family thing that you guys did
fitness,
together.
Fitness.
Yeah.
My dad was
Love
always
that.
working out, always had muscle magazines around the house.
Yeah.
So he was taking us to these natural bodybuilding shows when we were like 13, 14. So we met all these brands. Well,
Yeah.
then a couple years later, when we hit the age to compete, we were 17, 18, we started competing. So all these brands already knew us. So like our network was already built into the fitness industry.
Yeah, I
just
love
because of
that.
my dad taking us around.
That's so awesome. Like not knowing he's providing you that to start
no
your
idea.
future business. I love that.
And then my friend Angela and Kristen opened up a supplement store in Mentor, Ohio,
Okay.
which I was like one of the groupies. What's funny is we make fun of like groupies all the time,
yeah.
but we were like the
The
groupies.
groupies of them. I love that.
So we never really officially worked there, but we were always there like just helping out, unpacking orders, throwing boxes away,
Yeah.
just kind of hanging out in store. Angela was actually my trainer for bodybuilding. So then fast forward back after we worked all these months and all these years in the power plants and hours and hours and hours, wanted to do something else. That was like the one thing I did know how to do, and I had a network of people that, had brands,
Yeah.
and that I could reach out to and, hey, could we use this? Should we sell this? How's this doing for your store?
Yeah.
And the last few months of the power plants, we went to other supplement stores and we toured them, which we ended up building a model that we didn't even know we built until later on from touring so many supplement stores.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And you really need to see what your competition is doing, and so then that way it gives you an idea of what is working. I know I do the same thing of like, hey, I'm interested in what that person's doing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to like emulate what they're doing just to make myself better. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's like the supplement store industry. People don't really know this because it's not the biggest industry.
Yeah.
But there's like Vitamin Shop, GNC. Those are like
Yeah.
the two kingpins of retail supplements. After that, there's 5-Star and like Complete Nutrition. Early 2000s, these guys were like pushing up to GNC levels, like hundreds of stores.
Yeah.
Spread across America, so no one really like knew they were that big.
Yeah.
Well, what Kaylee and I didn't know what we were doing, going into all these stores, traveling around, we were seeing this model in different states. And we were like, oh, cool, they do a body scan, they do a consultation, then they talk about supplements, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
They live sample. So we were like, all right, we're taking these notes down. We're going to go home and do this. We open our store, the Babcock location, started going about it, and some of our reps were like, hey, how'd you get this model? And I was like, what model? What are you talking about? And they're like, you're using the 5-Star model. Like, how'd you, like, it's funny because they all think it's like a big secret.
Yeah.
It really is corny because it's
Yeah.
not a secret.
Yeah.
It's like good customer service
Yeah.
and a body scan.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it does help. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's like,
But
it's
isn't
really
a
good.
secret. Yeah.
But it's not a big secret.
Yeah.
But the industry is full of a lot of like gym bro type people.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you figure this out? I went to a supplement store and watched it happen.
Yeah.
And
It's not rocket
yeah,
science.
it is not rocket science. And yeah, we just took this model and started using it, not even knowing what we were using, but it was a big chain model.
Yeah.
And the reason these stores do so well against like GNCs and vitamin shops is GNC and vitamin shops are dead.
Yeah.
You can't farm out health and fitness if people aren't passionate about health and fitness.
Exactly.
You walk into a GNC, they're sitting on their phone. I mean, I honestly, I go to GNCs. When I travel, I walk in, and I just met for the first time in years, I met a guy named Steve. He's a private owner of GNCs, and he loves it.
Yeah.
He is the most customer service. He got his in-body. He does everything that GNCs aren't allowed to do.
Yeah.
But he actually grew the fastest growing GNC in the franchise ever.
Yeah.
But like, for example, like they hire people that aren't even fit.
Yeah.
They don't even do fitness.
They're just employees.
They're
Yeah.
just employees.
Yeah.
So these stores have been dying, like they've been dying off for years.
Yeah, I haven't seen a GNC store, and I didn't even know it was still around. Like,
But the problem is they've given a bad name to like supplements and vitamins. You know.
I think even after that scandal where they had found out that most of their supplements didn't even have the ingredients that was there, I think that's really when it's like, oh, they're lying to us. So how are you guaranteeing you're getting what you're getting?
So we're actually, that's funny you say that, because we're doing something to combat that, because that is a big thing in the supplement industry.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to say it. a lot of supplements are BS.
Yeah,
There are
like,
a
is
lot
it
of them.
snake oil in there. Yeah.
Yeah, snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Sorry everyone, but your Super Greens, what's the big brand?
The AG1.
AG1.
Because my husband drinks
I know.
that
I'm
every
sorry.
day.
For $98 though.
I know. Well, we get it at Costco, so it's
Okay.
but I know.
But
okay.
so
I'll tell him.
I am super involved like with a lot of my I'm very close with a lot of my reps.
Yeah.
And I talk to them from a manufacturing standpoint. And I have yet to talk to a rep that said that is even nearly worth close to 98.
Okay.
Now we've found products that are $40, $50 range that, I mean, you can look through the label. It's the same exact ingredients. They're giving you a fancy tin cup with a nice label and a fancy little spoon.
So it's just good branding and
It
marketing.
is super good branding. I mean, they're crushing it.
It lets you know the power of branding
Yes.
and marketing, though.
But back to what I was saying about what we're working on is we're collecting all the COAs for all of our brands right now, and we're putting them in a binder, and they're going to be in each store.
Okay.
So a COA is a certificate of authenticity or a third-party test. So you can actually come in store and you can see whatever product you're buying. Say you bought your collagen with us. You can flip to the collagen. You can see the heavy metal test. You can see the biology test to make sure there's no like mold or mildew in the product.
Okay.
And then you can see exactly how much collagen is specified and exactly how much is in there.
Okay. I like that.
So it's just one step further that we're trying to go for
And
the
you
customer.
said it's third-party tested, so it's not just
No, it's
the company that's making the supplement, then a third party is coming in and verifying
These
what's
are
in that.
separate
Oh, I love
labs.
that. Yeah.
These are getting shipped off. Set
Okay.
amount of units are getting shipped off and tested. So we're doing that one more step for the customer to verify, because a lot of the times you get AG1
Yeah.
or your favorite influencer or whatever, or a friend of yours says, oh, this one's so good because whatever.
Yeah.
Then you come to Fitness Society and we have brands you haven't seen before. So you're like, I don't know. And you don't know me or you don't know Kaylee, you know, or Bobby or Sam. So you're like, why is this person trying to sell me this? So we're trying to build layers of verification on the products we carry.
Yeah.
Because just saying it's a good brand, it's like, oh, of course you're saying that. You're selling it.
Yeah.
But like, why did we pick this brand?
Yeah.
We've gone to a lot of facilities now. So we've gone to NutriBio, we've gone to Sweat Ethic, we've gone to First Form, and we've seen where these products are made. We've seen the people that make them. So we really are trying to super verify that, because I don't want to sell some bad products. I feel horrible about that. Like, we've had products that we like have gotten and been like, okay, this is a good product, and then found out there's something wrong with it, and we pulled immediately. Like, it's just, there's a bad rep in supplements.
Yeah. So what do you think, and kind of off the subject of business, but I just have this question since we're talking about it. Like, why do you think certain supplements like come into like style? Like, you know, it's like beef tallow and then creatine, like where it's like, that's what everybody, L-arginine, and then.
So it all depends on like who's market. I mean, we're in an influencer marketing world now.
Yeah.
I mean, where these influencers that have millions of followers are getting paid a lot of money
to promote
say
certain
and
things.
promote. Now, there's good things like creatine is the most studied product on Earth.
Yeah.
It should be used by most people. It's good for your brain. It's good for hydration. It's good for your muscle mass. It's good for strength. I mean, technically everyone could be or should be using creatine.
Okay, I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, it's not for bodybuilders. You have to take it at the right dose, but there's so much studies finding that it's good for your brain because it helps hydration. When your brain's hydrated, it can connect better and fire better. So yeah, it's like stuff like that. But what happens is they get these massive campaigns and they pick the top 10, 20 influencers that have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Well, now you're talking to 2 million, 20 million people,
And
you know.
pushing it out there.
Yeah. But I think also like the beef tallow and stuff. Like, I think that stuff's great.
Yeah.
And they targeted that, hey, they're targeting a problem and they're giving it a solution, you know?
Yeah.
So they started the whole seed oils are bad thing. Seed oils are bad, which in small amounts, are they bad? Who knows? You know, are they actually affecting our hormones? There is a big hormone issue in America.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Men's testosterone is all-time low. Women are having wild different cycles and hormone problems. But that's due to our meat. Our meat is so hormone charged, like, and then also hormone disruptors like seed oils, you know?
Yeah.
So I think hitting certain like pain points that people deal with and like trying to solve that. And then the other one, just good branding. Like, that's something we fight all the time. Like, I don't carry influencer brands at Fitness Society, which probably cuts out thousands of dollars for us every month. And I'm talking thousands. But I just won't do it. Like, these kids come in. It's mostly kids, but you would not believe there's a lot of adults that get sucked into the influencer marketing. Why don't you carry Prime? Why don't you carry Alani? Why don't you carry Rise? I'm like, these brands put all of their money into ambassadors.
Yep.
They're not putting any more money into their product.
Yeah.
The brands we carry are quite the opposite. They're culture driven. Their money goes into innovations, creating better products, reformulating stuff. And like, you can look at some of the labels, like a good way to look at supplements is your AG1 scoop is like, I think 8.8 grams or like 12 grams. I've done like multiple blogs on this.
Yeah.
And then you can compare it to a similar product that also has a 12-gram scoop. So if it's 12 grams and 12 grams and the ingredients on the list are about the same, and then the other ingredients on the bottom are listed or unlisted, I mean, that's all you need to look at. How big is the scoop size? And then what are the other ingredients in there? Is there a bunch of filler?
Yeah.
And you can kind of see the value of the product that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's just crazy good marketing or hitting that pain point perfectly.
Yeah, I remember watching one like Shark Tank, and it was a supplement company, and they had said we did like 34 million in business our first year, and then they were like, well, what did you spend on marketing? And they're like 29 million. So really, you had to spend 29 million to only make that small. Not that it was a great profit, but they're spending that. Lets you know how much they're spending on marketing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They there are a lot of brands that do that. Go ahead.
Let's go back to. We could talk about supplements all day because I know that's your jam, but we want to kind of talk about how Fitness Society started. So can you roll it back to your idea of starting Fitness Society and how opening your first store, like what that transition was like?
So funny thing, like the vision now is so much bigger than it ever was. Like Kaylee and I, when we were planning it, we were like, okay, we'll get a store. It's close to the beach. When you're working it, I can go to the beach. When I'm working it, you can go to the beach.
It's a good plan.
We'll keep some towels in the back, our swimsuits, and we'll just switch in and out. And that was literally like, I mean, our vision of customer service and, always loving the customer and helping the customer like thoroughly was there.
Yeah.
But there was never like let's just keep going. Like, well, then it started catching on and we started accumulating more and more customers. We had our 1 year anniversary and it was a big party. We met Sid somewhere in that first year, Sid can pretty much do anything. I don't like putting a title on him.
Yeah.
Sid Shoots is his handle.
Sid, that's your like marketing, your video guy.
He does all of our videos and
great.
pictures.
Yep.
But he also does a ton of background stuff. He's essentially like my right-hand man. We do everything together.
Gotta have one of those.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's genius. But yeah, so it was funny. The Fitness Society vision wasn't really that big at first. Like it was quite small, and like we were like, okay, the big goal was to get to $30,000 a month in sales. That's like a good supplement store.
Yeah.
In super basic, what I found out was most supplement stores are owned by gym bros that don't think very far ahead. I don't even know how some of these guys get into business.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of them often. And there's a lot of them I love, but there's a lot of them I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
So once we met Sid, once we saw that there was like an actual need and a want for this, then we kind of saw that there was like a pain point in the personal training area. So we then brought in my brother, which was another big trouble. Don't go to business with your family.
I think that is like one of the number one rules, except my daughter works with me, but I can, some days I do feel that.
So we were seeing a lot of customers come in complaining about crowded gyms, my personal trainer. We were like, okay, whatever. We had our location, our space next to our store was open, and we were blessed with a very good landlord. He's great.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was very lenient and very fair with us on opening the studio. So that's kind of where the studio came from. My brother was training at Crunch. He just came over, started training with us, and started Fitness Society Studio.
Okay.
So that was kind of like the second component to the store. But then the culture really started like building up and like growing. And that's when we were like, okay, there's definitely more here to be had, more people to serve through fitness. And we saw more and more people buying into the brand and wanting to be a part of it. And I think a lot of that was because we started so like nonchalant. Like
Yeah.
we had no structure.
So I can tell you, you're not giving yourself enough credit, because I definitely think it's because of you. There's very few people that I look at and I just say this person has it. Like some people just have it, whatever it is, and you do. So I think don't shortchange yourself, because I feel like you know what you're doing. You were methodical in a sense. You might say lackadaisical, but you did the research. You went to the supplement store. So give yourself that grace.
I do. We worked very hard.
Yeah.
We always have worked very hard at it. But I think what I'm saying more is like the corporate feeling structure.
Yeah.
Like we used to work the store in like shorts, tank top that said Fitness Society,
Yeah.
and like slides. And I look back at pictures and videos that we actually posted on our Fitness Society
like,
page.
oh,
And I'm like, oh my God, who let us post that? Because now we've gotten more like systems and uniforms,
Yeah.
and which we still keep that like very casual feel to the store, very welcome. Everyone's family. Once you shop at Fitness Society, you are part of the family.
Yeah.
And we're going to take care of you. We're going to reach out to you. We're going to make sure you're doing good. But like, there just was like, we worked hard at it, but it was a very casual like feel to the store.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
but I think that's what people like, because I even feel like inward, like I'm very casual. I actually did not take a job at one mortgage company that I applied to because you had to wear like a suit and tie every day.
Ugh.
And I came from a corporate environment, and I was like, that is not me. I do feel like we're just in a day and age, obviously being in Florida, everything's pretty relaxed, and people want to feel that when they're going into a business. I don't want to feel uncomfortable or intimidated to go into Fitness Society, because I'm not a guru of things.
Yeah.
So when you make it casual, I think it just welcomes a whole other realm of people into your world to jump on board with your brand as well. So
Definitely.
you do a great job at that.
Thank you. Yeah, make it casual, make it welcoming for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think that's where like, I mean, this is super fast forward, but I think that's where like the Run Club has really excelled, is like everyone's welcome. Walkers, crawlers, strollers,
I saw
dogs.
bring your dog. That'd be me. I'd have my whole entourage. of
Bring your
dogs.
dog, bring your kids. And I think that like full, like welcoming everyone is a big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we opened it really casually. Store 2 didn't come around for 2 or so years, and that was another major pain point. We felt like we had a wrangle on the market.
Yeah.
And a lot of the questions were, when are we going to get like a Viera store? We drive down here. We want to support you guys more, but I don't want to drive down here all the time.
Yeah. You know, everybody gets like beachside people don't want to come over the
my
causeway.
gosh. Our Babcock location is just over the causeway.
I know.
I don't go over the bridge. I'm like, yes, you do. No, I don't. I'm like, you have to go over the bridge.
That is a serious mentality here for sure.
It is. Oh, it's like a brick wall. I actually stopped marketing beachside
Yeah.
because there's like, I'm like a very like chill person, but there's like few things that drive me up the wall.
Yeah.
And it's that comment right there. I don't go over the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like want to sit there and argue with them. I'm like, yes, you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
The one lady came in the store and was like telling me she doesn't go over the bridge. I'm like, well, you're over the bridge now. And then it came out that she works over the bridge. I'm like, so you come over the bridge every single day?
Yeah, I think it's just that mentality.
Oh yeah, it's like a
but-
subtle flex or something.
Exactly.
It's funny. But
I grew up beachside, so I could
You
make
don't go
fun
over
of
the
it
bridge,
because.
yeah.
But I never had that attitude, so I do always find it funny when people would say that. I actually ended up moving over to the Ogali area, and I'm an Ogali girl.
Yeah.
It's where I
love
Jordy.
Ogali. That's
do
where I live too.
I love it. So I ended up, I went to Johnson Junior High School, and I remember meeting a boy at the beach, and then when I told him where I went to school, he was like, ew, gross, and like turned away and stopped talking to me. Like that was the attitude of beachside people.
Oh my goodness.
To mainland people.
Gosh.
Exactly. It was so funny. Okay, so the first store, and I want to kind of talk about just even like funding and all of that stuff. We kind of had a conversation before we started that. Fortunately for you, you had a great job. You were working on those hours. You had the money saved up from doing that.
We got a loan. We still got a loan.
Okay.
We got an $80,000 loan, and we ended up using like 50 of it. Like I think it was just a little under 50 to open the first store.
Okay, good.
Which was funny because looking back at that too, I'm like, we opened looking like we were going out of business.
Yeah.
Like I look back at the store and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what were we doing? Like,
yeah. What do you mean, like not buying enough?
Just it wasn't full enough. It wasn't like decorated enough. But it's that careful mentality of like being careful, not going too far, which is a good thing. I think. I don't think, but there's a healthy balance. Like we looked like we were going out of business when we opened.
Yeah. But that's okay. I think most new businesses do. And that's exactly it. You don't want to put yourself in the poorhouse to look like you're a successful business. You want to.
Yes.
I think that's the thing is most people, although it happened very quickly for you, I feel like my career very quickly for me. And I think it's timing has a lot to do with success and finding the need and it just being there and then taking it all the way forward. But I also feel like doesn't come overnight either. Like it takes time to get there. And I feel like people want instant gratification and don't want to do the work. In the late nights, they just think like, oh, they are doing this. But I mean, there's a lot of to do to get to that
Absolutely.
point. So.
And I think Fitness Society is kind of having like an overnight thing right now with the Run Club.
Yeah.
We've got a ton more attention lately by we have like a few like cool partnerships that are coming out. We're partnering with Meg O'Malley's for Thursday Night Football.
Oh, I love that.
We're partnering with Lululemon next year.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, our Pineapples partnership.
Yep.
It's just like it's drawn a lot of attention, and like some of the questions people ask me now, I'm like, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm like, this isn't new. But yeah, I think the Run Club has brought a lot of attention. But back to the loan part of it. Getting loans and getting money is hard.
Yeah.
And you're a lender.
In an intimidating process. I actually just bought a commercial building in downtown Melbourne, and I got an SBA loan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
it's
awesome.
under renovation. It'll be opening soon, so I'm super
What's opening
excited.
there?
Well, my office will be there.
Oh, it'll
so
be your office.
Yep. So I'll be moving the mortgage firm there. We'll rebrand as the mortgage firm downtown. So I'm
Nice.
super excited. It was actually a family property, and my uncle was in real estate for 50 years.
Congratulations.
And it was his building, so kind of took over the family legacy there and
Yeah.
keeping it in the family. So I'm excited. So.
Yeah. So our loan process alone was a headache. I mean, a 25-year-old kid trying to get $80,000 from a bank is hard. We first started going through Bank of America, and wow, Bank of America, I hate them.
They're pretty terrible.
Yeah, they still have my checking account.
They are not the Bank of America.
No, they are not. They had me pay my car off. It was like I had like $12,000 left on it.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, your debt to income ratio is off, whatever, yada, yada. If you pay your car off, we're going to give you this loan. And then the lady's like, if you do that, then just re-loan yourself the money out of that loan.
Yeah, like how ridiculous does that sound?
I'm like, then I was like, cool, that's easy math. I'll pay my
Yeah.
car off. I paid my car off. About a week later, she's like, yeah, we can't give you the loan.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, but I just paid my car off. Like, that's what you told me to do. So now
Yeah.
I'm out $12,000 and don't have my $80,000 loan.
Oh my gosh.
Grant, we ended up going with what was BB&T. We found a sweet lady at BB&T.
Yeah.
And she helped us through the process, got us our loan, and now which is Truist, which don't love them either.
Yeah.
They're really,
BB&T was definitely more of like a small town bank where Truist is super corporate.
we asked for $50,000 for store 2.
Yeah.
Mind you, when we asked for $50,000, store 1 was like producing about $50,000 in sales every month. So I'm like, this is easy math.
Yeah.
We're like producing it a month. I just need $50,000. This will be good. They're like, oh, we can't do that. And I was like, why? How does it not, like, it doesn't even make sense. Like,
Yeah.
they make it so hard. And I have yet to figure that out, like how to get funding.
Yeah.
Because I have many more plans of things I want to do.
Yeah.
And I always see like the financial influencers that are like, don't buy a single home family, buy an apartment building. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how?
Getting the funding for it. And it's true. And you need money. But I will hook you up with a good commercial lender.
That can teach me the ways.
And he's amazing. I've actually worked with him for like 7 years, so I'll hook you up with someone.
Because I would
who will
love to buy an
help you.
apartment building. I mean,
Yes.
but
Yes, he is amazing and very creative, and they're specifically not, they're a bank, but not a bank. And
yeah, I need
it's
creative. That's what
that
I need.
feel. So, all right, I'll
I like
connect you with
creative
him.
people.
Exactly.
Because
It-
the traditional banks are not creative.
Exactly. It's the same even in mortgages. Like we have our rule book. It's what you file on your tax returns. So it doesn't even matter that the last 6 months your sales have increased tenfold. It goes by based off of what is on your tax returns. And we
Yeah.
all know self-employed people like writing off all
Everything.
kinds of expenses. So
Well, that's the thing.
You got to get past that.
Half the side is like, hey, you better write off stuff so you don't pay too many taxes.
Yeah.
You know, the end goal is to end up at zero.
Yeah,
zero.
exactly.
So you don't pay a boatload in additional taxes. But then anything you want to do, like buy a house, buy a car, cars, they pretty much give cars
Yeah.
away. They'll give it to anyone.
Yeah.
But a house, a building,
Yeah.
property.
Got to claim that income. It's a double-edged sword.
I
so.
know. And that's the same thing with like selling a business is like you need to start
claiming the income
Yeah.
if you want to
All of
sell
it.
it. Absolutely.
So you can prove it's worth
But
value.
that's what you get, and I'm glad that you know that already, because you basically have to strategically file your tax returns in that manner.
Oh, yeah.
For like, okay, I know in the next 2 years this is what I want to do, or I know in the next 3 years I want to sell the business, or the next 5 years.
I'm not selling Fitness Society. Never.
That's his disclaimer. I love
Yeah.
that. So we bought the first store. We move over to the second store. We've gotten loans in order to do that. And honestly, that's amazing.
Actually, no. We use store 1 to pay for store 2.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So something we do is like when we open the studio, it was like store 1 could then float the studio if needed.
Oh, that's good.
Studio and store 1 could then float store 2.
Good.
But that's where like the real pain point came in, because this whole like North Wickham Vieira crowd that was like, you need a store up here, you need a store up here, it'll be awesome. Last year was like from what I understand, was a dull year for kind of everyone.
Yeah.
At least for in my industry, in the car industry, and restaurants.
I feel like because this year we're way busier even
Yeah.
in the mortgage industry and the real estate industry than we were in 2023. So I think it was
last
off
year was very flat, and we opened our second location, and it was like up a little bit and then flat.
Yeah.
Like we added like maybe $10,000 to $15,000 in sales
Yeah.
a month,
So you were like, oh man.
and increased expenses like double.
Yeah.
So it hurt. Like the second location hurt a lot.
Yeah.
It was a very stressful year.
Yeah.
It was starting to feel like that, they say be careful expanding too fast.
Yeah.
It was feeling like that.
Oh,
It was
a
like
mistake was made. and
yeah,
then-
mistake was made.
So how did you evaluate? Were you just listening to customer feedback? Like, okay, you need to move to the further north location. So you're like, okay, started looking for the space. Like, what was your decision? Okay, it's time to expand to a second location.
So I like following Crunch.
Yeah.
I mean, Crunch is they market so heavily. They
Yeah.
do all this marketing, and I'm a big believer of when you just need industry outreach.
Yeah.
You don't need to do all the lending, okay? You don't need to do all the lending marketing. All your opponents or whatever that are marketing are also creating market share for you, because now more people know about lenders.
Sure.
They might go to Dave and have a horrible experience and say, hey, I'm going to go talk to Jen now. So like, as much as it's competition, they're creating more people knowing about
Yeah.
the business and knowing about lenders. And when they look up Dave's lending, they might see you next. So they might call him, then call you.
Yeah.
So like, more people in the space is creating more people in the space.
I agree. I like that.
So like, we follow Crunch heavily because they push fitness. So, I mean, they never stop. I mean, you see their 1 cent deals, their 5 cent deals.
Yeah.
Sign up today for
I actually market in Crunch. So
yeah. Sign up today for 0 cents. Sign up tomorrow for 5 cents.
Yeah.
Like, they're dropping off flyers everywhere. So what they're doing is they're creating a wave of people that are coming into a gym thinking about fitness now.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the footwork for anyone in the fitness space.
Yeah.
So now what happens, they go into Crunch and they're like, absolutely not, no way. That looks like a party in there.
Yeah.
And there's too many people. Guess what they do? They fall out to a private studio, a private gym. Or now they go to the gym, say they do sign up, and they like working out, but they want some additional support. So then they fall into Fitness Society. It's an ecosystem they create, and now we have Crunch and EOS battling for
I know.
Melbourne.
Yeah. It's a great
And-
location for your store, by the
Yes.
way. It was just, did you know EOS was coming in
No.
before you opened?
No.
So that just like
no,
was
we've
perfect
definitely
for
been
you.
blessed with a few things.
Yeah.
So Club 4 opened up next to our Babcock location.
Yep.
Wolf Fitness opened up next to our Babcock location. Well, down the street.
Yeah.
We opened up the Wickham store, and then EOS came like a year later,
Yeah.
which was awesome. So the spring pop of 2025 and EOS opening was a huge part of, I think, store 2 really picking up.
Yeah.
And actually store 2 now is overtaking the original store.
Yeah. That's the one that I first noticed, just because it's by my house, and that's
It's a more prevalent area too, though. It's
Yeah.
on Wickham Road. I mean,
exactly good store frontage and everything. So I noticed it there. But even just kind of going over onto your social media, I want to kind of just talk about that, because I feel like that is a huge player in your becoming
Yes.
so known quickly. I do feel like I was big on social media. I do feel like that is what helped me become well known, because you just, even if nothing's happening, you make it look like something's happening, you know?
Absolutely.
So
Always.
by the power of social media, but you do a lot of things. And one thing I love that you do, I feel like you're trying to promote a community. So you're doing fun things. You're doing, drawings. You're doing like, for holidays, like come in for Easter and
Yeah.
get your egg. And
We do an Easter egg hunt.
yeah, it's
in
like
store.
so cute. So
You would never think that grown people would respond to an Easter egg hunt, but even back when we first started, one of our biggest days ever when we first started was our in-store Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was quite literally, we put like Easter eggs like on the shelf, and you could come in, grab your Easter egg, crack it open,
Yep.
and it would have like 10% off or a free creatine or a free shaker.
Yeah.
And now every year, Easter crushes it for us.
I
People
love
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's like a silly thing. We do like shakers are like our big thing. We give away tons of shakers. We wrap
Which you
shakers.
brought me one today.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Pink just for you.
Thank you.
We wrap shakers up and put them under the tree, and we'll do like a Christmas day
Yeah.
where come get your wrap present. Everyone knows what it is, but it's that you're hitting that nostalgia of, oh, I get to unwrap a present,
Yeah.
People love it. And I'm talking, these aren't kids. These are grown adults. These
Yeah.
are
Well, that's
everyone.
even like with things when it's like, an antique that comes back in popularity. It's because it brings up nostalgia for
Yeah.
people, and holidays always do that. And that's
Absolutely.
it's
But
great.
back to social media,
Yeah.
I think something people miss about social media is social.
Yeah.
Social media. It is not meant for you to go, hey, look at my water bottle. Click.
Yeah.
If you look at these posts that have like product only posts and they get no interaction, no one's going to interact with a water bottle. No one cares about your water bottle, just like no one cares about my protein powder.
Yeah.
If I post a protein powder, cool. I've seen 100 ads today of protein powder.
Yep.
You have to be social on it. And that's not only just in your posting and how you post, but it's how you interact. So every follower that follows us gets a message. It is truly a handmade message. I mean, there is a copy and paste portion of it,
Yeah.
but it is constantly updated. It'll have your name. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for following the Fitness Side page. We do this, that, the other. Come in for your free in-body scan. We want to get you a free shaker. Thanks, Connor and Kaylee.
Yeah.
Every single customer gets that.
Yeah. I love that.
What people don't realize about that is once we interact on social media, I'm giving away some good secrets here now.
Okay. I'm taking mental notes. Everyone else should take mental notes.
So
too.
this welcome message that most people like or will respond thank you to, we respond again. Hey, Jennifer, thanks. Hope to see you in store soon. They usually respond, yeah, I'll stop by sometime this week.
Yeah.
Now we've interacted via social media, and now Instagram or Facebook goes, hey, Jennifer and Fitness Society are friends, so we're going to show them each other's posts.
Yeah.
So now that person is linked to your page to see your stuff.
Yeah.
Also, going through, we're really big on like motivating people and spreading the love. So I'll go through, hey, Jen, looking good today. Keep working hard. Great work.
Yep.
I love that place. That's a great place to eat. Whatever it is. Congratulations on your marriage. Congratulations on the baby. Whatever. Hope to see the family soon. You're interacting, and when you interact and they respond to you, you're just connecting that social
Yep,
link.
absolutely. And I love that you do that. That's usually, so I devote an hour, probably too much, but when I wake up, I'm a 5 a.m. person. I'm a morning person. So I'm up at 5 a.m. I usually do 5 to 6. That's when I'm like making my commenting on the people who I want to stay top of mind. I always say it's like my top 100 of like who's posting what. And it's so funny that I know that you work all the time and you're definitely a morning person, because I believe I messaged you like at 6 a.m.
And I texted back right away. You're like, what the hell?
I was like, that was quick. I wasn't expecting that, because most people, it's like 10 before they respond back.
Yeah, I'll
So,
text you back up to like 11 o'clock at night, and I'll text you back at 5 in the morning. Like,
yeah.
pretty.
I'm a grandma of, I'm 5 a.m., but like I'm asleep by 9.
Okay.
I won't respond after 9. My sleep.
But yeah, I think that's a big thing people miss the mark on social media
Yeah.
is being social. Like, you can't just post, this is my store, come
Yeah.
shop here.
It's an interaction. It's a community.
Yeah.
It's a community within the community you're trying to create on your social media feed too. But you do a good job also of highlighting other people. Like I believe that you had like
Yes.
I watched all your videos this morning. So like someone who had a yoga studio or Pilates studio.
So, and transferring, I love that. Being able to transfer customers to other businesses and say, hey, like,
Yeah.
this is a good place to train. These are good people. You should check out this place. we like this place. This is a new business. But once again, there's a play on everything in social media. Like everything you do helps everyone.
Yep.
So when I repost whatever fitness studio, and then they repost the post, now my post is showing up on their feed, So
Yeah.
like it's a win-win.
Yeah, everyone's helping everybody.
I screenshotted a few of my results because I did like Trinity Fitness, Uberzati last week because I was doing some outside marketing, dropped off a flyer, so I posted each one when I was in there.
Yeah, love that.
Each of them got like 35 to like 50 views to their business, and they reposted my repost.
Yeah.
So now their following is seeing Fitness Society.
Yeah.
Everything you do with social media, you have to think of it as being social, and there is nothing wrong with putting other people on. I would recommend it because you're building that bridge of, make sure you're marketing good people. We've thought we've been working with good people and got burned here and there sometimes. Only happened a few times, but like I always tell Kaylee, we always continue to grow. So
exactly.
It doesn't matter.
And you don't know what you don't know. That's what I always say.
Exactly.
And you always, I feel like, and I can just tell by your aura that you go in with good intentions.
Yeah.
Other people might not have the good intentions,
No.
and you don't find that out till later. So
And
you got to start from good intentions always. So
the universe always knows what's
Exactly.
good. It'll always help you along.
exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we touched on Run Club, so I feel like we want to talk about Run Club and highlight it because it's so funny you said it like, overnight. Because now I'm like, I'm not a runner. I'm like, do I want to go to Run Club?
You do want to go. It's
at
so fun.
6:30 on Monday at Pineapple. So tell us how Run Club came about and truly like it's.
So the Run Club thing, they started showing up on social media everywhere. They were actually calling Run Club the new dating scene of like 2023, 2024.
Okay.
So they've been around.
I would have never thought Run Club would be a dating thing.
Oh no, you should see it. It's crazy. Anyway, like we were thinking about it, but we didn't really have a place to do it, and we also weren't close with anyone yet. Well, Manny, my genius friend that is the manager at Pineapples, he texted me like it was just one of those weird moments. I was like, cha-ching. He was like, hey, do you want to start a run club? And I was like, dude, I've been thinking about starting a run club, like absolutely. And he's like, well, like, what do you want to do? I was like, I don't know. I'll bring a tent and like tell people to come.
Yeah.
So we just started it that way.
Sounds like a great plan, but
Yeah.
the best ideas come from simple ideas and a simple plan. Like that's
So
awesome.
I drive Sid crazy because I'm a act fast and plan later.
Yeah.
Like,
best way to be.
yeah, he's like, you want to do a run
Figure it
club?
out.
Yeah, I'll be there Monday. Cool, let's
Yeah.
do it. And Sid's more like, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this.
Yeah.
But no, we showed up, we invited our customers, and did exactly what we do in store. High five people, hug people, hold babies, have fun.
Yeah.
Pineapples offered a free beer at the time to runners. And then we just kept posting videos about Run Club, and people started inviting people, and people invite their moms or sisters or kids. And it just started rolling out. And then it kind of so we were doing it every other Monday for a while. Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, what was holding it up from really growing. Once we rolled it to every Monday, and then it came into the new year, it just exploded.
Yeah. Everybody was like, let's go.
Yeah. Last night, I think we had 200 people easily there
Guys,
on a Monday
crazy.
night. And what's cool is I'm seeing a lot of posts that getting messages that, hey, I look forward to Mondays now. Like, when have you ever heard anyone say that?
I love that.
That is awesome.
So why do you think people are liking it? You think it's like the community vibe of it, getting to meet people and being social with your fitness? Like, what do you think is sparking it to be what it is?
So we notice a lot of people that move here come because I think kind of social media put it as like a great way to meet people.
Yeah.
Like the internet did that job for us.
Yeah,
Like
I like
great way
that.
to meet people. And there's plenty of run clubs around town. I think there's a few downtown Melbourne. I know there's an intercoastal one. There's a Long Doggers one. So there are a lot of them. But like last night, I met a girl. My dad actually brought her over to me. He's like, hey, she just moved here. She's an engineer, yada, yada, yada. But we're really big on like if I find your first time here, I'll introduce you to whatever group I'm talking to. Like,
I love that.
yeah, Jen, hey, this is Kaylee, Allie, Sid. Like,
Yeah.
chat with them and like try to bring them in. And I also walk around at Run Club looking for awkward people. Like I look for the person that's like standing off to the side like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I love that.
They probably hate it. They're probably like, oh gosh, why is this person coming up to me?
No, but they're there for a reason.
They're there to meet people.
Everybody wants human connection.
Yeah.
And I do feel like, and a topic I wanted to talk about too is like actually like starting a brick and mortar store in a time where most people were staying at home and ordering Uber Eats and DoorDash, like, and most
I was
people
advised heavily not to open a store.
Yeah,
by
I
the way,
mean,
by like everyone.
I think everybody would and would tell you that you're crazy. But I feel, and you can elaborate on it. Obviously, it's a need. We need a connection for people. Like even with AI, and people are scared. Like a lot of AI could probably do a lot of my job. But when you're doing something scary or something you're unsure of, you want someone that you can make that connection with to talk to.
So a friend of mine said it. People want to be seen and people want to be heard.
Yeah.
Like we do.
Yeah.
We that's why social media blows up. That's why we have friends. That's why we have communities. People want to be seen and people want to be heard.
Yeah.
If you can see the people and you can hear the people, they love that.
Yeah.
Go around Run Club, talk to the people, get to know them, actually get to know them,
Yeah.
And that is our edge. And we're seeing a lot of like supplement stores in the industry crumble right now because they've been around since the 90s and early 2000s, before Amazon, before TikTok. TikTok was a big pain point for the fitness industry with all the discount shopping they did they still do it. But you're seeing all these stores that did so well for years and years because there was no competition.
Yeah, they were it.
But they're also not taking the side of community. And that is the only way to win because you're never going to beat Amazon. You can walk into Fitness Society today and get a product, but if you don't want to walk in Fitness Society, I can't ship as fast as Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get it to you in 2 days. That's like the best I can do. But Amazon will get it to you tonight, Yeah. You're never going to beat that. Granted, you have to angle yourself with products that are better than Amazon products, which it's been found that a lot of Amazon things are duplicates and remakes.
Yeah.
But
it's never the same thing twice, I feel like, too, with a lot of things.
So, you have to lean on that edge of like, hey, we have superior products, but you have to lean on into community and making sure everyone is seen and heard, and make sure you know your customers and make sure you're truly helping them, because you're not getting any help shopping at Amazon.
Yeah.
You're not getting any help shopping at Costco. Like, you're not going to ask a Costco employee to help you pick out your greens. They're going to be like, it's right here, lady. Like,
I have no clue.
Pick up your greens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm so bad at, and I've been trying to get out of this habit because I'm definitely an Amazon shopper, but then I get it and then it's like, this isn't what I wanted, and then I never take it back. So it's like,
I'm an Amazon shopper too.
Yeah.
But for
certain
cleaning
things.
supplies, paper towels, toilet paper, and cleaning wipes, and dog food.
Yeah.
Those are my 5 that I order from there. Everything else I try to do local. Like, I really do try to do in stores. Like, I love Aldi's. I know they're a chain.
Yeah.
But
I love Aldi's.
Aldi's is the best.
Yeah,
you can like get a shopping cart full of stuff and it's like 60 to 80
and
bucks.
unique things too.
Yeah.
Like they have things that.
And I feel like there is an additional care in Aldi's.
Yeah, I agree.
I really do. I feel like there's an extra try, But back to, brick and mortar against online in a time that everyone was going online. And I still see stores all the time. They're reaching and reaching and reaching and trying to go online. I know a guy that sells so much stuff online, but he's like a discounter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. You're doing $1 million in sales, discounted at who knows how much, and shipping, and all the work of shipping all these packages. Like, are you actually making it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we've just poured into community with like the InBody scan. So like, I don't believe in prescribing you random supplements. Like, if you walk in the store, I'm never going to tell you, oh, you need a Victress and you need a greens and you need a creatine and you need I don't know you. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
I need to know how you work out. Do you go for walks? Do you go for runs? Do you do Pilates? Do you lift? How hard? How often? Do you have a family? Like, what is your lifestyle?
Yeah.
So we've almost like applied almost like a coaching into Fitness Society, where when you come in, you're gonna get on the InBody scan. You don't have to, but it's heavily suggested that you get on the InBody scan, because then from there we have your actual metrics.
Yeah.
From those metrics, we can actually guide you to what you need, not what we think you need, And that's been a big part of that, because now we can track your progress too. So say you did want to try a new greens and you wanted a new creatine. We do your body scan the first time, and then you come back in a month when you ran through your stuff, we put you back on the body scan.
And see what's
Awesome,
changed.
Jennifer, you gained muscle, you lost body fat. Obviously, something we talked about last time is working. So much more like consultative process, because
I love that.
you're not getting it anywhere
You're
else.
not definitely not getting that. And I also, for me, again, with things that just get advertised, like, okay, what should I be taking? Because I think it even has to do with age. Like, I'm 45. I probably have a whole different set of needs than someone who's 24 and 25.
Absolutely.
So I think that's great that you guys do that, because there really is no store that provides that anymore.
No, there isn't.
Yep.
And even like and I'm not just talking supplements, all stores.
Yep.
I mean, there's like a fancy like soap store in like the Orlando Mall, I think, and you see them every once in a while. I can't think of what it's called. Lush. Is it Lush?
I don't know.
Soap
I'm
and
not a
like
shopper. That's
soap and like scrubs and stuff. And I
Yeah.
love the store, I really do.
Yeah.
And this will like stick out in my mind because I was so mad. It's like confusing. There's like a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of cool like lotions and body washes and like sea salt scrubs.
all right. I'm gonna have to go check it out now.
Last time I went in there, nobody came up to me.
Oh,
And I'm like, well, I'm over here confused. I don't know which one's men's, which one's women's.
yeah,
And these two girls are sitting at the table chatting away. I don't know, da-da-da-da.
yeah.
And I'm like looking, I'm like hoping they're going to come up. I'm like touching the sample, like smelling it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And then like never came up and I was like, whatever. And I left and I was mad because I was like,
Yeah.
there wasn't even like a welcome. There
Yeah,
was,
if they even just came and talked to you, they could have had hundreds of dollars in
Yeah.
sales and missed
and
out.
it's crazy how bad like humanity as a whole has
Yeah.
gotten at communication. And everyone wants to blame the kids, and I do. I have some really awkward kids that come in the store, like the pre-work at the Babcock location.
Yeah.
The front desk is here, so it's like a side desk almost.
Yeah.
And the front door is here, and the pre-workout shelf's here.
Yeah.
Which kids love pre-workout. We have guys that walk in, specifically like younger guys. They walk in, and they like look straight, and I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing today?" And they're like, "Good." And they like walk right to the shelf, and I like
Yeah.
have to walk over and literally like get in front of them
Yeah,
for them to look at me.
yeah, and talk and make eye
Yeah.
contact. It's so funny that you say that, because I do feel like it, and I do feel like it is kind of like COVID and being shut in, and
Yeah.
those kids who are probably like 17, 18 now, when they were younger, junior high, and weren't able to go to school or anything, like I do feel like that has severely affected their social skills.
Yeah.
So
No,
it'll be
severely.
interesting how that the COVID little quad is gonna
It's
end up
crazy.
doing in
But
life,
I've
so.
also met like grown-ups that have poor social skills.
Yeah.
You know, I really have. It's not just the kids. I think social media, as good as it is for business and stuff,
Yeah.
if I didn't have business and didn't have to market myself,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have
be on
social
it.
media.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't. I think it's bad. Like, I think it pollutes your mind of things that you think you should have. Like,
Yep.
it constantly shows you what your wants, but you don't really like.
Yeah.
Like, I
it's
see-
conditioning your
Yeah, it
brain
conditions
to
your
think
brain.
that you need
Like,
all
I see
those
like
things.
sports cars, and I'm like, man, that would be sweet. But then I think about it, I'm like, I don't even like cars.
That's a depreciating asset.
yeah, that's a depreciating asset. I don't
Invest
want
your
that.
money in something else.
But it's crazy because it does. It makes you think that you're behind or that
Yeah.
you want something else or every single person on social media is
An expert at
an
something.
expert at something.
Yeah.
Oh, let me teach you how to trade stocks. Let me teach you how to buy crypto. I'll show you how to buy houses. Like this stupid, don't buy a single family home, buy an apartment building.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's not practical, even for me. And I would like to think I'm like a pretty decent, like 20, like well off for my age. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. And I'm like, I can't buy an apartment building. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I can when I talk to your friend.
You probably can, but
That would be cool.
with as little as 5% down, I think you can.
Yeah.
But still.
But it's just crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I do think it's toxic, and I think it is addicting.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's a comparison, like a thief of comparison of you're always comparing yourself to someone else.
Absolutely.
Even me, because half the time when I see people that I engage with in social media and I see them in person, I'm like, that is not what I thought you looked like. Like, it's someone else. My best compliment is like, oh, you look exactly like you do in your photos. I really try not to do any filters or anything because I feel like I just want to show up as myself. And I feel like social media, so many people don't.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys show up exactly who you are. Like, your energy that you're here with now is exactly what your energy is and who you are on social
we
media.
don't really
so-
like. I mean, our videos are definitely like edited to be put together, but they're not edited. Especially like my personal page. Like,
Yeah.
I have a Toughest Smile video going out today, and it is poor quality.
Yeah.
But it's authentic. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to be anything.
I feel like
It's-
people relate to that so
yeah,
much
it
more.
is
so-
my Toughest Smile experience. There's nothing special about it, but
Yeah.
I need to get it out, and it's going out today.
All right, I'll make sure I watch it.
Um,
Okay, one last question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're probably gonna wrap. I could keep talking to you forever because I just think you're awesome.
Thank
so, what do you see? I'm dreaming of Fitness Society's future, so I can only imagine what you are dreaming Fitness Society's future is. I mean, we talked about chains. Like, what do you see 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Like, what do you feel like the future of Fitness Society is?
Our mission is to make Melbourne a healthier, happier place. I'm sure you've seen that.
I
if you
love
looked
that.
into our
Yes,
social
and
media
your
enough.
shirts that you made.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that really is like we're trying to make Melbourne a healthier, happier place. I don't care if I have to body scan every person, and they don't necessarily shop with us right away.
Yeah.
They will come into the community eventually. They will have a question eventually. But we just want to wrap our arms around the entire community. I think realistically, I think that looks like 1 to 2 more stores, and then our private gym. I think with the stores, we'll be able to hit from Palm Bay all the way to Vieira. I think a store pretty much on each side of the
Except
stores.
everyone beachside. You'll have to come over
Yeah, you
the
have to come over the bridge. I'm never opening a store beachside. We actually have a guy, we're going through a transition with a studio right now. We're merging with another studio here.
Okay.
So they're coming into the Fitness Society family, and we're going to have one studio now. And it's going to be big. We're going to have an app that comes out for personal training and everything, which is this is news here. This hasn't come out yet.
Okay, so we have an app coming?
Yeah, an app coming, a big merge with another studio. It's going to really amplify the growth of the studio.
Okay, sounds exciting.
So yeah, the Fitness Society gym will definitely come at some point. Whether that is I'm not in love with the model of gyms where it's huge scale. Like I would much rather have 5,000 square feet, very private.
Yeah.
For people like you
Yeah.
that don't really want to go and be around a lot of people. For professionals, people that that are busy, that don't want to go into a gym and be crowded and wait for stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, this gym might be $100 a month, but it's going to have the best sauna, the best cold plunge. It's going to have red light therapy.
Yeah.
The best
I'll
equipment.
pay more to get more. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
will. So
And you're going to have your own key card into the door. It's not going to be marketed to anyone else but like you, and just a very exclusive experience. And I think as big as we need to reach our arms, like with more run clubs and more outside events to bring everyone in, I do think there is a need for exclusivity for the people that are the most serious.
yeah.
Yeah. Because as it is great to see everyone and help everyone get started on their journey, there are the people that take it more serious, that, have a busy life, that get up at 5 a.m. to get all their work done through the day. Like, they need that space. And
Yeah.
there's a want and a need for that, I think. So, yeah, the vision is, continuing with the mission of making Melbourne a healthier place, a couple more stores, and some type of gym model that I think that'd be plenty for Melbourne for now.
I think that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too, I just love your logo and everything. I'm like, oh, this could be like a chain like that goes
Yeah.
across America. But then you'd be losing a lot of what Fitness Society is, which is like community. So
And that's the hard thing.
Yeah.
So we've thought about like a different franchise model, because I'm a giver. I like giving,
Yeah.
and I don't believe in like nickel and diming people. Like even our products in store are priced at the price that we can make our money, but like we have a few brands like, oh, you need to price it up higher. I
we're
don't
like
want
double.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to do a franchise model where we come and literally give the model for a fee. Like it's a one-time pay.
Yeah.
You have exactly how to do it. We'll help you with your partnerships. We'll help you exactly what brands to carry, because we wasted so much money in the beginning.
Yeah.
Ordering the
Getting
wrong
the wrong
brands
stuff.
and doing the wrong things. But literally giving the exact model of, this is how we treat the customer. This is what body scan we got. This
Yeah.
is what marketing we did. This is how to start a run club. Literally give the whole model for one fee, and then let them make their own money.
Yeah. I love
Because
that.
I mean, I'm sure you've heard of franchisers that get roasted every month in franchise fees.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Where it's like $7,000 a month just to have the
to
name.
use their name.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're still doing all the work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not fair.
I love
don't
that.
think it's fair.
Yeah. You have a model that works, so and I love that you're willing to share it with people, because I do feel like so many people are like, no, I want to keep this for myself, like and
I think that would make it more their own too.
yeah,
I think that would make them treat it better, and I don't know. I think it would.
yeah.
It's
care more about it than
Yeah.
just like I'm doing GNC's model.
Yeah, exactly.
Fitness Society is mine, and I'm gonna make it what it will be for here.
Yes.
And because you truly, even as an owner of a business, it only you care about it that much. And when I think it comes from with like a corporate feeling, it's still GNC. It's not,
Yeah.
so
And
I
like
feel like
teaching the person how to run a family business without it being too family.
Yep.
Because we all know those where they kind of like, they almost just cap themselves out as like, oh, we're a small family business.
Yeah.
I want to be a family business, but I don't want to be small. Who
Yeah.
wants it to be small? That's not
No,
fun.
I
I want to be
know.
big. You know,
Exactly.
I want to be known. You know,
Yeah.
I want the fitness side name to be known. I want everyone wearing the shirts, carrying the shakers, coming in the store, coming to Run Club.
Yep.
I would never say I want to be small.
Yeah.
But I want to have that. I still want to
Feel.
have that family feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's what keeps it close knit.
Yeah. I think you're succeeding. I think it's super awesome.
Yeah. But the franchise thing is way down the road. Like,
Yeah.
I want proof of it over and over, where I'm certain if I opened you a fitness society,
It's going to be
it
successful.
would be successful.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, 2 stores in 4 years, I think is pretty amazing.
Thank
What
you.
you've done from I don't want to call a kid, but 24 years old to 29 now, and you're
little bit
having
of a
2
kid.
stores. And yes, because
Yeah.
I can't even imagine at 24 me doing that. So kudos to you. I want to thank you so much for
Absolutely.
joining me today. Go check out Fitness Society. They have 2 locations: Wickham Road by Crunch, and then Babcock
Right off 192.
right off of 192. And then they have Run Club meets at Pineapples every Monday at 6:30.
Yep. Be there a little early to socialize.
Yeah, and get a good spot.
Yep. Yeah, good parking spot.
And so go check them out. And Connor, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Like, you're a wealth of information, just and an inspiration for young people, even to not be scared to go after your dreams and
Yeah,
do
risk it.
something. Yeah,
Definitely.
risk it. That's it, and do the scary thing. So
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
so
you very much.
Oh my God, it was so awesome.
Thank you.